Hello, Timo. Thank you for being here with us. You did the MBA only a while ago, not that long ago. And many of our students look forward to being entrepreneurs. How would you take advantage of an MBA if you were to start now to prepare to being an entrepreneur as you've been for the last 2 decades?
Honestly, it's very hard to prepare for an experience like this. But I feel very privileged to have done the ESA MBA here 20 years ago, because especially now, even in the later years of my entrepreneurial career, it supports me a lot. No? So many of the subjects and cases I got reminded of once managing the business.
What are the main characteristics of an entrepreneur? So what are the competences that are key, to being an entrepreneur?
There's so many moments during the career that can happen that you almost want to, how do you say it, throw the towel away and stop, no? But you keep going and you try to overcome the obstacles. So persistence is very, very important. Communication is very important because you're continuously talking to the people, to the employees, to the investors, to the press, to anybody. And leadership for sure, because you're always the role model as a founder, and so people look at you, and it's very important to be consistent with your values.
Timo, I guess that one of the crucial aspects of being an entrepreneur is being able to build a team, that is following you, but also, compensating on your weaknesses, working with you all the time. So how do you do that?
When you start a company, you're employee number one. So everything you're building, is on top, So you have the privilege as an entrepreneur to select the team, build the culture. Very important to look for complementarity and skill sets, but be very, very aligned in values and working habits.
Many of our MBA participants are willing to be entrepreneurs. What are the main pitfalls, mistakes they should avoid when thinking of being an entrepreneur?
First of all, be very realistic about the outcome, because if you start a project, there's a high probability it could fail. Second, I think it's very important to manage your personal financial risk. So it's recommended to put skin in the game and invest own money, but probably not indebt yourself completely for this venture. No? Then I think very important it is to find a good co-founder. I think it's perfect to co-found with two people. A complementary, aligned, motivated co-founder is extremely helpful. Writing the right shareholder agreement at the beginning is extremely important, no? Yeah, and make sure to assure enough financing, no? So this doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot of money. It's the other way, no? So that you really have to watch how much money you spend, and that's a way to reduce the needs, no? So it's in between raising and getting enough money on board, but also reducing a lot the burn rate.
So Timo, you've been very successful in building eCultra, but probably you've tried other things in which you have not been as successful. What have you learned in those, and what would be your recommendations for those people who might not be as successful in their first trial?
First of all, to mention that eCultra is not my first venture. So in 2003, I founded here during my ESA time another venture. It was called Lilium, which we founded with two other MBA students. Unfortunately, which we had to shut down after 1.5 years. But the learnings were very, very important at that stage. But also now in my path at eCultra, so many mistakes, so many things that I should have avoided. It's a continuous process of improving.
Can you share with us any of the mistakes that you've made?
Of course. No, I mean, opening countries too early, hiring with a lot of, let's say, pressure, time pressure, staff where you're not 100% convinced, getting wrong shareholders on board, investing in wrong marketing budgets. Yeah, I mean, there's so much to fail, but it's just part of the process. No, it's like a professional tennis player has to accept that he will or she will lose games. So this is how it is. You lose some, you win some, but you always stand up and keep going.
Timo, just to finalize, what would be your advice for the MBAs that are finishing now in our market that is even more volatile, but probably also proposes some opportunities, to our students? So any suggestion for them?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to motivate them to become entrepreneurs. So that would be an amazing choice. I think it's an amazing life choice to build your own project, build your own company. But obviously there are also other alternatives. I think in general, what I've learned over the last 20 years post-MBA, it's just follow your heart. It doesn't really matter where you start, no? Because at the end, it's really relevant where you end up and with which partners or with which colleagues you end up. It's more important than the project as such, I would say.
Very good. So thank you very much, Timo, and good luck with all your projects now.
Thank you very much.